Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're not listening to the Mind of Terry's Moon. I'm Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right now, we're going to talk about Leo. Now, we're going to talk about planetary alignments that's going on with you sun sign Leos right now. So, with you sun sign Leos right now, the sun is in Cancer. So off the bat, you're not catching no direct influences like Gemini. You're not catching no direct influences like and like yourself, Leo. So off the bat, you know what I'm saying? You already, like, your actions and the way you act and how you see things, you know what I'm saying? You kind of have your fixed way of doing it. You have your fixed way of seeing things. And when you see things and when feelings start to attack you, you see them. And you visualize them. And you choose to express them in your own unique way. So that's what makes Leos unique. And that's what makes you not kind of on the, not being the bad guy right now. You're not the bad guy right now. But as far as your actions, you need to start to learn how to add a little bit more concern for what others can do. Don't just be so concerned about them knowing what you can do. Be a little bit more concerning about what they can do, because that's the misconception right here. Because you know, Aries could be selfish, Leos could be self-centered, and Sagittarius could be selfless. You see what I'm saying? So it's like a dynamic of selfishness going on with fire, but it's a thin line between all of them, because Aries are selfish to the point that they only care about what they're doing, but they don't even care about if you care about what they're doing. That's selfish. Leos are self-centered. So they only care about what they're doing, but they're actually concerned about you knowing what they're doing. So that's self-centered. And then selfless. Sagittarius, a lot of times, don't even care about any of it. You see what I'm saying? It's selfless. Like, some Sagittarius help you with your talent, but don't want you invading on what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because when they want to do it, when they want to do it, they gonna want to do it by themselves. So it's like selfless. So what happens here, right here, have a little bit more concern for what others can do, what others can provide, what others can happily do for you. Because here's the thing: when you're too much concerned about what you can do and where another person could take you, a lot of times you forget the certain mechanisms of a person being able to go from point A to point B with you in mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have other people in mind of them helping you, but you never think about what you could do for others. You see what I'm saying? And you always look at other people's, the way they see things and how they visualize and go about things. You may not always see it in their way, because you have your fixed way of seeing things and it's already on your own merit. So this with your actions, the way you act, how you see things, add a little bit more concern for what another person could do, what another person like to do or act on, or how another person may see things, or another person's visions. See what I'm saying? And that's really like the minor thing. Now, the moon is in Cancer, 27 degrees to Cancer to be exact. So around 8 or 9 o'clock tonight, the moon gonna be sliding right into it's gonna be sliding right into motherfucking Leo. So, off the bat, your actions and the way you act and how you see things, when you do that, you're actually going to feel comfortable about these things. But it's going to be real cuspy energy right now, because the comfortability level is going to be shifted a little bit. Because right now, you're not sure, by this cusp energy going on right now, you're not sure on should you get a grip on something emotionally first, or should you put yourself in a situation where you could just express the way you feel about something without adding too many emotional emotions to it. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a thin line between the feelings and emotions. You catch the feelings. Emotions is something you want to soak in, right? So when you catch a feeling, usually Leos express it. They express the feeling off the bat. Seconds later, as soon as they visualize a feeling, as soon as they start to see how the feeling look and stuff like that, they start to do that look, aka express it. You see what I'm saying? But you're going to be a little confused right now on whether I should sit back and really feel like what this emotion is really about. And that becomes a mood. That's what makes water signs moody. Because when they soak it, when they try to understand the feeling that they just caught, they put it in the emotions, and now they let the emotions dictate what kind of feeling this is, and it's going to create moods. So you're going to be kind of confused right now, or as a Leo sun sign, you're going to be confused on should you be a moody person, or should you just express how you feel and on to the next feeling. So that's the little cusp confusion it's going to give you. But for the most part, tomorrow and the day after that, you're going to feel absolutely comfortable with your actions. It's just right now you're not. Today you're not. So keep that in mind. And you should add a little bit of this cuss. You should add a little bit of concern for another person's emotional stance on things. You should do that. Now, when we get to... Y'all hear that? Y'all hear my stomach? Woo! I took my vitamins and shit though, so I don't know what the fuck going on. Now, when we get to motherfucking Mercury, Mercury is in motherfucking Cancer. So the way you think, communicate, and analyze off the bat, add some concern to it. Add some care for others. Don't be just sitting here thinking about and analyzing about your visions all day and what you can do and who you can utilize to do it with. No, that's out the window. Right now, you should be thinking and communicating about what this person can do. What is this person's talent? And maybe, should I help this person do that? Now, this is something that you need to have on your mind past the next 2 days. I don't give a fuck what make you feel, because whatever make you feel comfortable when the moon goes into Leo, a lot of times it can make you feel comfortable, but make people around you feel uncomfortable. So right now, Mercury is still full in effect in Cancer. So nah, I don't care what makes you comfortable. You still have to learn how to add other people's emotional stance on things to the way you think. Consider someone else's feelings to how you think and communicate and analyze before you go off a tangent and thinking and communicate and analyze about selfish or selflessness, not selflessness, but self-centered type things. And for the most part, your Mercury can actually be in Cancer. So you already off the back understand that if you're a Leo sun with a Mercury in Cancer. But a Leo sun with the Mercury being in fucking Leo or Mercury being in Virgo, y'all not sitting here trying to consider someone else. Y'all trying to consider, especially for the Leo sun signs and the fucking Mercuries and Virgos, y'all motherfuckers think, communicate, and analyze to a detail on what a person could do for you or not do for you. And then the way you act on it. You act on being center stage in that person's life. And the moment that person try to steer away, the moment you throw a hissy fit. See, right now, you can't do that right now. You can't do that right now. See what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to be a little bit more relatable to what others can do and have a little bit more concern for what others got going on in their life. And not take everything personal with your own pride. Just because somebody can't do something for you today, you take it personal, like it's something you personally did. When that person's probably going through a million things in their own life. Your life isn't their life. Understand that. You may be ruled by the sun, but goddamn it, everybody is not looking at you. Everybody's still looking at the goddamn sun, not you being ruled by the sun. You gotta understand that. Everybody's life don't revolve around you. You know what I'm saying? So when a person got something else to do or they're showing the way, that person ain't necessarily acting funny. That person not turning their back on you. That person is not trying to show you that you're not important. That person necessarily going through something that they need to be going through right now, especially with the sun being in Cancer. Don't you understand people are concerned about their own family, their own home life right now? Don't you understand that, Leo? Yeah, the more you understand that, the better you're going to get across this little hump until the sun going to Leo and all that. Now, Venus is in Taurus, so this is squaring you. So off the bat, you're going to have to learn how to add some love, appreciation, some value, some relativeness, some compromising, some pleasure to your actions, the way you act. Remember, relativeness. See, your sun is squaring today's Venus. So what happens there, square is a learning process. You know what I'm saying? Venus is Earth. Taurus is Earth. The sun is visualization, is spirit. And the sun is in Cancer, but your sun is in Leo. So right off the bat, you're dealing with intentions, you're dealing with actions, you're dealing with how you see things, you're dealing with how you feel, right? But if you want to be related to, all that is off the bat. You need to learn how to add some reality. You need to learn how to add some stability. You need to learn how to add some practicality. You need to learn how to add some common sense into the way you act. You need to learn how to add some relativeness, aka don't be too self-centered. Learn how to relate to what another person know how to do. And I ain't even get to this alignment yet, and you already got 2 alignments telling you need to fucking do that. See what I'm saying? Now, Mars is in Cancer. Intentions, willpower, passions, motivations, alternative motives, desire. So off the back, People are gonna be in their feelings. Hell, you won't be in your feelings about your intentions, your passions, what you want to do, what you want to dive into. You're gonna be in your feelings about it. But the difference here is you're expressing it. You're expressing it here. You're expressing it there. Visions here. Visions there. Someone tip you off a little bit. You're gonna express it aggressively. This, that, and third. And you need to consider some emotions here, because right now you need to consider your emotional stance on whatever you're visualizing and expressing yourself on. Key for an example, when you're in a situation where when you're too busy on your own tangent, right? And then when moments could get volatile and you don't want to see nothing from nobody else's way, like you want to be stubborn or things of that nature, you need to learn how to add some emotional concern for another person's intentions. For an example, a lot of Leos be around a lot of people who have ill intentions based upon the praise level of this person. If the person they're around with ill intentions is praising you or doing something that makes you feel good, that boosts your ego or your pride, Leos is not going to look at the basic details of this person to see why is this person around. Because Leo is only going to care about what energy this person is giving to the Leo. So, for the most part, with Mars being in Cancer, you Leos need to understand how to add more concern and to a person's alternative motive, to a person's intentions. Because yeah, a person could be feeding your ego, they could be feeding feeding what you want to do for now, but they could be robbing you blind the whole time. And too much light can make you blind. And Leo's got a whole lot of light. Y'all ruled by the goddamn sun. You see what I'm saying? So there's a whole lot of light there. Not only is you a fire sign, you ruled by the sun. So yeah, you get a lot of attention because wherever there's a lot of light is enough where a lot of people can see. But at the same time, too much light can make you blind. So you could be blind at all this attention that people are giving you, but not understanding the specific details you need to look at to see who's robbing you from the back, who's stabbing you in your back, who's actually fucking the person you're in a relationship with. Especially if you're a female. If you're a female Leo, pay close attention to your friends. Because you're going to be able to have a lot of friends or be able to be center stage. But it's only because the stuff that you have on your stage. And when you're not on that stage and you're taking a slight break behind that curtain, your friends and family is fucking with the stuff that you had on stage. Whether it's speakers, entourage, trash, microphones, whatever that was, aka obstacles and situations and people, places, and things in your life. Whatever was there, the people that's around you is fucking with those things. So if it's anything that you got on that stage that you don't want touched, when you go take a quick nap behind that curtain, start looking at these goddamn details. You see what I'm saying? Start looking at these goddamn details. Because, hey, that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Leos is more concerned about the spirit, the energy. So if someone giving you good spirit, good energetic, yeah, but you need to understand, look at the details. People talk a good, there's a lot of people in this world that know how to talk a good game. And if you come around a person with a lot of earth and air in their chart, they talking a good game. And that earth in their chart is seeing how to commonly, practically take what you have in a way that makes sense, and then that air in their chart is being able to communicate and analyze your brain in a way to make you think and feel like this person is for you. See, a fire sign may not have enough time to do that for you. They're too busy trying to express something, so they don't have time to try to think and analyze some good words. They don't have time to try to practicalize what makes sense of the reality of the situation. Fire sign, go ahead and get into the motherfucking spirit and start expressing and visualizing something. And the moment they feel like you're not with them, they're off doing it with someone who probably will. Same with water. Water going to emphasize and want to emotionally connect with you. So they're not going to be that emotionally invested or involved enough to try to manipulate you and make you think another way or try to practically take something from you. So you need to understand, as a Leo, pay close attention to the people that's around you right now. Because just because they make you feel good don't necessarily mean they are good for you. Now, Libra. Libra is in, Jupiter. Jupiter is in Libra. So the way you're going through experiences right now, you're going to witness a lot of opportunities. Because, anytime there's a sextile, that's an opportunity. So it could be a good or bad opportunity depending on you. Now, for the most part, with with your sun being in Leo and today's Jupiter being in Libra, you're gonna witness a lot of opportunities to be able to express your visions amongst the express your visions in the experiences that you're going through. So when you're in the middle of going through experiences, you're gonna be able to express the way you feel. You're going to witness opportunities to express the way you feel and how you see that circumstance. So, you know what I'm saying? Make sure that you're putting yourself in good alignment with good people, places, and things, and not bad places and things and people, because it could ultimately be a bad experience. And ultimately, you're going to gain wisdom and knowledge from it and learn from it. But what's the point? What's the point of experiencing something you didn't have to experience in the first place? Now, when we get to for the most part, Jupiter being in Libra, the way you're going to receive wisdom and knowledge is going to be based upon who you're communicating with, what you're thinking about, what you're analyzing about, what you're trying to learn about, what you're trying to experience, what you're trying to get a broad philosophical point of view about. So that's, and you're going to witness opportunities to be able to do that. So that's where you're going to get a lot of your experience knowledge from. So keep that in mind. Now, and then Saturn is in Sagittarius, which creates a trine. So off the back, all Leos, all fire signs, well, Sagittarius have the power because it's conjuncting them. But Aries and Leos has the gift because it's trining them. Now, Leo, you have the gift of being able to gain structure in your life based upon already the way you act, the way you see things, your actions. You have the gift of gaining stability in your life from these things. And you already have a good insight on where to place and where to receive boundaries and restrictions and limits. So long as you're balancing that out, you're pretty good. You're going to be good. And that's Sagittarius. I mean, woo, that's Leo. Goddamn. Ain't no goddamn Sagittarius. That's Leo. Flight boss, bitch.